Aisha Qandisha. Today's story comes from a land of breathtaking beauty and enchanting nature. You'll be awestruck by the splendor of the culture in each and every aspect. Food, drink, clothing, captivating nature, history and civilization. It is the Kingdom of Morocco. The elders of Morocco tell a story about Aisha Qandisha that has been passed down from generation to generation. Who is Aisha Qandisha? What's her story? And why do adults and children fear her? There are different accounts of this woman, sometimes described as extremely beautiful and sometimes as a frightening old witch. Legends describe her as one of the daughters of the genies. Does history have another story to tell? Let's find out together. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. Just as accounts about Aisha Qandisha differ from one region to another, so do her names. She has been called Aisha Mulat al-Marja, meaning the Lady of the Marshes, Mulala Aisha. She has also been called Aisha al-Sudaniya, Aisha al-Kinawiya, and Baghlat al-Roda, which means Mule of the Meadows, or Baghlat al-Maqbara, which means Mule of the Cemetery. The story of Aisha Qandisha has taken root in the depths of authentic Moroccan heritage, to the extent that songs have been sung in her name, seeking to appease her by mentioning God and resorting to him, glorious and exalted, for protection from her, while mentioning the beloved Prophet, may God bless him and grant him peace.
ياك المعبود الله لا لا عيشة هذا حقي في الله والنبي يا الحبيبة صلي على النبي يا الكبيدة صلي على النبي أما دامت الأيام دايمة وقت اللي حيا ونايمة ياك المعبود الله لا لا يا كسنايات الله لا لا ويا مولا زرهو لا.
One of the stories about Aisha Qandisha says that she's an evil woman who's spiteful and envious of all happy couples and seeks to separate them. She takes the form of an old witch who works to sow hatred, discord and strife between couples and all those who love each other and are in harmony. The second story says that Aisha Qandisha was a woman of such beauty and charm that even the strongest men could not resist her charms, but she had legs like mule hooves under her cloak. She was known as the Mule of the Cemetery or the Meadow. The legend says that the unfortunate man who is seduced by her ends up being torn and ripped into pieces as she feeds on the flesh and blood of men. The third story tells of a girl from a wealthy family who fell in love with a poor young lad and wanted to marry him. The young man led the girl to believe that he loved her in return, but this was not the case. He wanted to get his hands on her money after the wedding. The girl's family rejected this relationship, prompting the girl to run away. When the young man learned of this, he realized that he would not get any of her wealth. So he abandoned her, leaving her to cry alone in the place where they used to meet. Until she died there, her soul haunted the place and became a spirit that hated men. Most accounts agree, and it's firmly established in the Moroccan society, that Aisha Qandisha is a genie and not a human being. But how can one avoid the evil of Aisha Qandisha? According to traditional accounts, she fears fire. One story tells of a group of men walking in a deserted valley when a beautiful woman appeared and spoke to them. However, they soon noticed her hooves, which she was hiding behind her robe that did not completely cover her feet. As soon as they realized this, they knew immediately that she was Aisha Qandisha. They took off their turbans and set them on fire, causing Aisha Qandisha to flee immediately. As we can see, most of the tales agree upon the fact that Aisha Qandisha was an evil fairy. But have we ever asked ourselves, do the historical studies agree upon the same? The answer is no. According to these studies, Aisha Qandisha was a real person, but she was a Muslim princess who fought against the Portuguese occupation of parts of Morocco in the 16th century. Countess Aisha, which was her real name, was a beautiful Moorish Muslim princess. The Moors or Muslims refused to renounce Islam in Andalusia after it fell to the Crusaders. They were killed, displaced, and expelled to Africa. Parts of Morocco were occupied by Portugal at the time. So Aisha, or the Countess Aisha as the Portuguese called her, fought against the Portuguese occupation. She collaborated with the Moroccan army and was supported by many Moroccan nationalist fighters who refused to allow any part of Morocco to be occupied. They united with Princess Aisha and formed a front against Portugal. With great skill and intelligence, she lured Portuguese soldiers into pre-prepared ambushes with the help of Moroccan resistance fighters, who supported her, killing many of the invading soldiers who occupied land that was not theirs. After she showed extraordinary bravery in resisting the occupation, the occupiers feared that her popularity among the people would increase and threaten their continued presence. The occupiers and their traitorous supporters spread rumors among the people in the markets that she was an evil genie who hated men and reaped their souls in order to instill terror and fear in the hearts of the people so that she would find no supporters. Countess Aisha took part in the Battle of Wadi al-Makhazin in 1578, which was a crushing victory, but no one was able to find her body among the bodies of the martyrs. Thus, the image of the brave fighter Countess Aisha was distorted, and she became Aisha Qandisha, the evil fairy with mule hooves. We have reached the end of our story for today. If you like the story, please support me by subscribing to my channel and activating the notification bell. Thank you and see you soon. Bye bye.